What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. A little bit more vintage cubes still. I think there are 2 more days left, maybe. Yeah, maybe 1 more day only of this before we finally get Foundations, the new set. Remember, Foundations is going to be more of a core set style theme, but that doesn't mean it can't be fun. It's often nice to go back to a little, not dumbed down per se, but toned down version of Magic where, maybe vanilla creatures aren't terrible in your deck. Anyways, pick one, pack one. What do we got here? We just got over the mono-colored series, which was fun, and then we did a couple of other more aggressive decks. Let's go back to bread and butter. Let's go back to like Grixis or Jeskai nummies here. I think I'm going to take Damnation, perhaps, as my pick one, pack one. Yeah, I like that. I don't mind taking Restless Reef here as well if you wanted to. See if we can get past an Oracle of the Alpha this time. But we all know the the scenario. If I'm playing aggro, I'll get the Oracle of the Alpha that I crave so badly. If I don't play aggro, we'll never see it, right? This is not a great follow-up pack. Some okay removal spells I could take, but they're not particularly high on my list of things to take second pick. Sheesh. I mean, the Cleave is probably the best card here, but I don't really want to be going aggro. Could take like Volcanic Spite, I guess. That's okay. I kind of like Spite more than these two, just because the rummage or the filtering factor. Sapphire Collector's pretty good. One of these 2 red-black lands doesn't look like a bad pick. Lonely End is actually pretty damn good as a removal spell, too. I'm going to take the Lonely End here. Craterhoof Behemoth. I don't really want that either. It's a great win con in green, and we did just pass a Llanowar Elf, I believe. Legion Warboss. Again, I don't really want to be more aggressive. Man, I kind of want to take the Brazen Borrower here, or even the Retrofitter Foundry. Let's do that. I'm going to end up hopping into blue at some point, so might as well do it now. Sika's Chariot there. There's a Make Disappear, Inferno Titan, Traxa. Could take a Traxa. I feel like Make Disappear or Titan are better. I'm going to go with the cheap counter here. First, Sewers, Murderous Cut. Fear of Ridicule is fun, but you need to make sure it connects, right? It is a fun one, though. All these damn alchemy cards that steal your opponent's stuff. Okay, Fell is just great. There's a Kaito, Consider Hard Evidence. Getting a lot of good black removal, so that's a good start. Spara's Headquarters, red, white, green. I don't think we want that. Thief is decent. Grasp is okay. Ossification's fine. I guess the land is probably just the best pick there for us. All right, Reef Wield, so did Fading Hope. I mean, it looks like we're just going to be blue-black control-y for now. I think Nowhere to Run would be our worst removal spell. There's not too many synergies with this card, right? You can't... There's not too many ways to like sacrifice it for value. And Ward and Hexproof aren't super common in this format. Well, in any case, a good control-y start. Counter, removal, 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 and Brazen Borrower. Blue-black does get quite a few, or access to some of the best cards in the cube, right? A lot of good blue-black cards. And then splashing for like Grenzo, should we get it, wouldn't be that hard. Traxa Wield. Okay, I mean, if the mana base gets there, we could definitely run a Traxa. Oh, the Fear of Ridicule Wield too. Okay. I mean, with as much removal as I have, the Fear might not be bad. Let's go to pack 2. We've opened a lutri. Free card to take if we want. Gix, Shredder, Drifter. Decent red. Yeah. Lutri's just free. I've been pretty happy with Virtue of Persistence, but I'm going to take the fetch here. House Meld's also pretty good. I would expect the Dark Slick Shores to come back around. We already have, what, 3 different lands that the fetch can grab, so definitely good enough for me. There's a Misty Rainforest here as well, but Abomination's another one of those pretty annoying cards to play against. This is the same vein of card as like Itali and whatnot. Obviously not quite as good as Grenzo, but kind of similar. Triumph, Misty, Repulse. Actually, this is a nice pack. Nice pack, faux show. Crab Demon. Prismari Command, Gearhulk, Solemn, Chart. Prismari Command is also pretty absurd. Really nice one to copy with Lutri too, if you can. All right, we have a Cruel Claws Heist. Cackling Observer's not bad. Tiny Bones can be okay. This pack's not particularly good, is it? I guess the Cackling Observer might be the best. Lazov, Drowned Catacomb, Fear of Imposters. Lazov's not terrible, kind of just an annoying creature. But I think I like just taking more fixing here. Well, there's my Gearhulk. Not excellent yet. Just 3 instants, the disappear, the end, and the command. But, and knowing me, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Magma Opus, you know? Confounding Riddle versus Cruise. Let's go ahead and take the big cruiser. Gix Wield, but I don't think we want that. I think we'd rather have the Anguish now. Better with the Gearhulk too. Fanged Flames, Seed Shark. Both are decent. Guess maybe the Shark's slightly better here. Repulse, a Phiomancer. Okay, good pack. Even Bell's not bad. I don't care for a Phiomancer, but it is good versus the more aggressive decks. Though I do think we have a lot of good tools versus those already. Okay. Well, we might play the Guardian Idol too. Pack 3. Let's see. Solid pack here. Go for the Throat, Mire, Vents, Bankbuster, Pile-On, Burn Down the House. Yeah, those are all cards I enjoy. I mean, the black-red fetch is kind of great. Because Flats doesn't grab Steam Vents right now, so Mire would be a perfect land. I would expect something to wheel. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mire there. Okay, there's Commit to Memory for the Gearhulk as an extra Nice hit, though I don't have some of the better cards. Ooh, Time Warp now. When you have Lutri companion, Time Warp is just really, really good. Like, I don't have any Planeswalkers or anything to, like, uber abuse that, but Snapcaster, Kalitas, Sulfur Falls, Warp is still great. Dig Through Time, also pretty good. I think I might take the Censor, though. Just more cheap interaction, cyclable at that. Exclude versus Duelist. Actually, if I take the Hollowed Fountain, that also lets Marsh Flats find a blue source. Well, I guess I already have the sewers. I guess it would let the flats find an untapped blue source, which isn't irrelevant. I think I like the Duelist here, though, with as many ways as we have to target. Kolagons and Ill-Timed, both great. I think I like the Kolagons a little bit more here since we already have the Damnation. Lots of removal here. I don't think we need any of it. Well, Unholy Heat's probably too good to pass up. Well, actually, there's a Spire Bluff Canal here, which would be good as well. I mean, I don't really have that many red cards. I don't mind just splashing for the 2 commands if it comes down to that. Yeah, Heat's pretty damn good, though, huh? Is this deck good? Looks like I might be missing a little bit of top end. Didn't get Grenzo, didn't get Opus. Didn't get like a Chandra or a Teferi Planeswalker. We might be missing a little bit here. Go for the Throat or pile on. I don't actually have that many creatures to convoke off of, so maybe Go for the Throat's better, even though this can hit Planeswalkers. I guess I could take Tomb and splash Zamone if I really wanted. Doesn't look like I'm going to need to play this Guardian Idol in this deck either. Ill-Timed came back. Okay. Well, we should be decent versus creature-based decks. But versus an opposing control-y deck, we might have an issue. Because we're going to have quite a few dead cards, feels like. I could probably cut the Crab for like just random War Boss to help versus other control-y style decks. We have a ton of fixing, which is great. Then we get the Lutri Companion. Let's figure out this mana base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 blue sources. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. That's pretty good. All right. Not the most busted deck I've ever drafted. Really, honestly, just wanted to get Oracle of the Alpha as always, but it is what it is. Let's go fight. All right, I go first. So I'm gonna need to. I guess I would prefer to Shark on 3 than Duelist on 2. Or now I guess we might just Warboss on 3. Oh, I should have played Mountain there so I could go for the Throat. Whoops. Slight error on my part. No big deal. Because I would have been able to play the Sulfur Falls anyways the following turn. Tyvar, huh? Well, I don't think they're going to attack then. Keep up the indestructible seems right on their side of things. So Grixis versus Gruul, huh? I do have some -X effects. Alright, War Boss down. Ooh, Magda with Tyvar is pretty gross. Okay, so let's kill Magda here. They can tap the Magda, get a treasure. And that gives us a way to now kill the Tyvar. I guess I'm actually going to discard Damnation. I don't have double black anyways, you know? Okay. So Shark into Fell on Tyvar. Trigger the Duelist. Alright, looking decent. Next turn we can put Lutri in our hand, plus hold up activation of the Incubate token. They do have the Molten Impact on 2 still available, notably. Wow, they only had 1 forest to grab? Doesn't this grab 2? Oh no, never mind. Thought that grabbed 2 lands. I mean, is it worth it just to Time Warp here, maybe? Could be. Or could have been, I guess. Don't think I'm going to, though. So they flip this, they get a bunch of dinos. It's not scary until the very last chapter of Double Striking Trample. Actually, how many dinosaurs are in this format? Atali. Oh, I guess there's the Hulking Raptor or whatever it's called. Primal Might. Oh, that's annoying. Damn, the shark was going to be really good with Time Warp. Okay. I mean, I can flash in Lutri 2, 4, 6. Yeah, actually, this is a good flash in Lutri trade with Huatli, right? I would need 2 more lands for Time Warp Lutri anyways. Very weak Time Warp. I think we're going to wait a turn. I'm going to take 3 damage, and they're going to take 1. Okay, I'm at 5. Yeah, I guess I kind of have to keep that. Ooh, didn't hit anything, though. I mean, so I technically might have missed 2 damage here. This players can't gain life on that either. They only have 1 card in their hand, though. I can bring back one of my creatures. I was the starting player, so I don't gain life. So I guess we just pass. I'm going to let them keep the card in their hand. Let's target here. Get the loot trigger. Go to 2. And if they can deal 2 damage to me, good beats. But I'm not going to play around that at this point. How close to lethal am I actually? If I draw 2, deal 2, they go to 7, this goes up to 3, I get a trigger 4. Yeah, I think we have lethal here, right? 2 damage, draw 2. Oh, wait. This only triggers once each turn. Shoot, I don't have lethal, do I? I'm 1 short. Is there anything I can return that's good enough? No, not quite. Ah, brutal. Oh, you know what? I have a Restless Vents. There might have been a turn where I could have Restless Vented. That's very possible. Alright, I'm gonna go to 1 here. Well, if they have nothing, we win. Phew! Okay. I totally forgot I had a Restless Vents. There might have been a turn where I could have attacked with the Restless Vents for lethal, depending on... Yeah, we got there anyway, so... Good enough for now. Clearly, if I won the game, then I played it absolutely correctly. Alright, Luris. So turn 2 Duelist again. Let's grab our Sewer. This is just going to be a very familiar game, it seems like. Duelist with Shark. So all their permanents are going to cost 2 or less. Usually that means they're more of a creature-based deck. So I'm guessing a Biomancer and the Ill-Timed are going to be really good here. Iridescent Vine Lasher. Oh man, this explosion on 2 already looking great. But there's no read. Or rather, no need. Can make them develop out more to the board. Biomancer stops their stuff here anyways. Pass, okay. Well, let's just go to combat. See what their plan is. Three Tree Battalion. All right, let's see what they hit. Double Thraben Inspector, so they're going to get just a bunch of clues. That's fine. That's a good sign. More 2 toughness creatures. Go, go. Journey to Nowhere. Gonna eat the shark, maybe? Sure, that's fine. The Biomancer is still stopping everything they're doing over there. I mean, I'm not in a rush, right? That's every single one of our mountains, I believe. All right, Lutri to hand. Yeah, still don't see a need to do anything here. So Biomancer is just putting in work. I am taking a bit of damage from the Vine Lashers just by letting them sit, but I think that's okay for the most part. Alright, there's the Luris. There's the doll, that's fine. Thirst on my duelist. Womp womp, okay. Well, now I don't mind ill timing for a bit more. I guess we just block, and go for the Wrath. All right, Censor and I guess Anguished at this point is fine to pitch. And then we'll take a peek, see at what they got going on there. Next turn we can cruise with Lutri copy. Seven's Reclamation. What does the Cackling do again? Exile it. When it leaves, the exiled owner seeks. Okay, so we want to hit these sevens, otherwise they can get back their Lutri. Settle the Wreckage is an interesting one in their deck, but I guess they might have been missing playables. I do not care about them using the dog. All right, we'll go to 10. Presumably they're going to play the Ajani after. to draw a card here.
Strike as one.
Crab's pretty spicy. Yeah, crab might be better than cruising. Ghostfire Slice. Hey, I think that's lethal. Turns out crab was a pretty decent decision. Okay. 2-0. Easy mode. On the play again. Must be nice. It is. Not sure I keep this, even though it isn't bad. Now what am I talking about? This is totally fine. We don't have any blue cards in our hand or islands, so whatever. Raucous Theater. Counterspell. All right, Grixis mirror match. Not unhappy to see Counterspell go away. Let's take a peek, see at what's going on in their hand. We have a heat. Could be shove aside or something. Cut down, sure. Ooh, that's gross. Well, I guess I have to take the Liliana here, otherwise they just get to kill it for free with any other black source. So this might be one of the matchups we didn't want to see. I have a lot of dead removal here. Oh, boy, those are both really bad cards. Yeah, I mean, just kill both of those. They have Kolagon's command to buy one back, but it is what it is. I assume they're just going to pass here and then... Actually, they might Kolagon's right now to recast the Rafine. We're going to discard the Time Warps and that doesn't do anything in our hand. Yep, totally. They have exclude, so I think we just want to keep the lands here. Hitting land drops is great in this matchup, but I will just bin the Mire. So Time Warp, exclude, and one unknown card. I mean, I could just activate the vents if I really wanted to. Oh, are they just going to fire off Time Warp? Feels like it was probably better just to scry and hold the Time Warp since they have nothing going on. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be really problematic. Oh no, I guess that's not true. I can just activate the vent. Oh, and I can Unholy Heat. Okay.
I'll be back with friends.
Deep Cavern Bat. Sure. Hell, they might even take Censor here. I don't know, maybe pitching the land was bad. I don't mind pitching a Phiomancer. Kaito.
Out of the shadows.
Man, if they don't draw a land here...
Now I know your weakness.
Okay. Last swamp in the deck. Well, that's perfect. I mean, I kind of want a memory draw 7. But Unholy Heat on the Kaito is probably the right play. They go for the exclude, I go for make disappear. Okay. Not bad.
I'm definitely lost.
Ah, well, that is unfortunate. Now, I don't actually have that... Oh, they hit my crab. Okay, but I have no cards in my hand, and they could hit bricks. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Shark. I don't know what that other card was. Shark and lutri? No, Shark and Heat. Okay. Wasn't the end of the world, all things considered. That is interesting. I have a Damnation still in my deck. Brazen. Brazen Bouncing Crab is pretty spicy. But I think we want to cruise here first and get rid of all the garbage. It's 4, 5, 6... Because if we ever memory now, there's like no lands for us to draw. I might end up decking anyway. I mean, if they have a counter, we're screwed. Oh, they have a Grenzo too? Yeah. So they have Brazen and Ill-Timed. Okay, so they took my Brazen Borrower. I don't really care if they bounce my Duelist. Yep. Yeah, it seems like they have the better top end. I don't know if this is very winnable for us. Breach back the Grenzo and War Boss or something? Sure. They have both Breach and Grenzo. I mean, what can you do? Yeah, we can't win that game. GG's. Good beats. That was just a really bad matchup for us, I think. I needed to have like a early pressure draw somehow, like Duelist into like War Boss or something, and then they have no removal. That was just one of those games that I don't think we win very frequently. I guess I name blue here for now, but I could actually have seen naming any of those colors. Another Grixis matchup. I'm going to discard the Kolagon's command here too. Oh, man, they are some weird Grixis deck. Rabbit Battery Emerald Collector. I did not have an island. Oh my god, or a swamp. Well, that's awkward. Maybe on the bright side now, I have Lutri with Unholy Heat. That was a missequencing for sure, though. And if they have like a counter, that's really annoying for us. Good news is, if they counter the Lutri, the Unholy Heat still goes off. If they counter the Heat, then the Lutri can at least block the Rabbit Battery. So this ended up looking like it's working out. What is this? Oh, repulse their Malcolm back to their hand. Alright, I do really not care about that. That's fine. We get to empty crab them now. We've got a pretty nice full graveyard for this treasure cruise, too. How many red-black lands can I go fetch with that still? None, so let's just go grab the mountain. And pop a crab. What you got, friend? Hit their Malcolm and Rabbit Battery garbage. Sure. Okay, only one card left in their hand, though, so... we will lead on... killing that. Or attempting to, anyways. Attacking with loot. Oh, they have a command? Sure. Oh, actually... I'm gonna play land first. There we go. 1, 2, 3... 4... 5, 6... 7, 8, and then we get to Fear of Ridicule. If they brick this turn, it's basically over. That's still pretty bricky. We get to hit them with the Fear and see what kind of creatures they have. Start eating their value. Yeah, free Psychic Frog. Don't mind if I do. I could kill the Kitsa, but I'd rather hold up commit in case they draw scary spells, you know? And I would guess maybe they concede to the commit now. Nice. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, as long as we don't fight against one of the stronger Grixis decks that has better top end, we should be okay. I mean, I'm not necessarily just dead to one of those, since I do have some early pressure and a little bit of interaction, but ours is more like mid-rangey / even kind of aggressive for what Grixis is, so just pray that we can keep fighting against the aggro / mid-range. Surprise wardrobe change. Ooh-sha. About to go hit the gym. But got time for one more game before I do. Needs to find a land. No greed. Gonna keep that reef on top. Means I don't get to hold up disappear on turn 2, but hopefully that's not the big issue. Alright, Zeator. So we're playing against another red-green deck. We'll lead on the Ophiomancer here. This might not be right, though. If they have like a Chariot this turn, I'm going to be pretty sad. But getting the Ophiomancer online prior to Make Disappear makes the Make Disappear a little bit better, right? Because the token you don't mind sacrificing away since it'll just come back. Alright, that's not too bad. Good. Name red. I think I'm going to discard the Brazen here. Okay, not shabby. Was hoping one of them would be a land, but a couple cheap interactive spells, not too bad. Wolf Willow Haven, you got it. More ramp. 6 cards in hand, though. So we're going to have an uphill battle fighting all of their cards. Okay, not if they're just a bunch of mana dorks. I don't mind that. Abrupt Decay cannot be countered. Yes. Okay, land pass. That's a problem. All right. Well, not ideal. I could commit the talent right now. I guess let's do that. 4 cards in my graveyard. So let's fell this. Heat that. Land pass. Waiting for them to cast one big spell here. And that, my friends, qualifies. All right, perfect. That was a great sequence for us. I don't want to exile my entire... Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to return Lutri here and go for double cruise next turn. I think that makes more sense. Actually, maybe I should have killed the elf, because they're going to put this on the Ornithopter, aren't they? Yeah. That might have been a mistake to wait. Ooh. I guess I have to crab now. They only have 2 cards left in their hand. We hit a Fel, a Vantasaur, and the Sentinel, so we can get Naturalize off of this. I do have Treasure, so even though I don't have a green source right now, we can probably find a green source later. I mean, the 4-5 reach probably better than Sentinels, and I couldn't cast the Fel on the Ornithopter because of Ward anyways. Okay, yeah, we are doing very well. So let's see. One, two, three, four, five, oh, 5, 6, 7. Casual draw 6, no big deal. Nice, and there's the command for some treasure. Okay, so let's go to combat. Attack with all. And just say go. They're going to need to rip something pretty good here, otherwise the game ends next turn. That doesn't cut it. That's fine. And that's going to be an easy scoop from them. So now I can naturalize. This is all gratuitous, doesn't really matter. Nice. All right. Clean, baby, clean. So, yeah, just needed to hold that counter for their one relevant card, which happened to be Breach the Multiverse. And once we got there, wasn't much to be done. Treasure Cruise with Lutri, kind of great. Considering you can just turn it into an Ancestral. So 4 mana, draw 6, and get a 3-2. Not too shabby. 4 and 1. All right, let's go on to next game. All right, this is a hand that's good versus a creature deck, I guess. The Lonely End on the draw. Kind of nice if they are playing creatures. Black-red, that's a good sign. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. Turn 2 Bitter Blossom on the play versus us is kind of disgusting. Yeah, that's... Alright, well, we are very likely to lose this game.
Go get him, but say hi to my fiery friends.
I think I'm actually going to Lonely End the... This only removes 3 loyalty. Chandra's at 4. Yeah, I think I'm going to kill the token here just to use my mana efficiently. Even though that's clearly not a great play. Let's go for the Cackling first and take a peek at what's in their hand left over. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I guess the Skitter's more annoying than the Fanged Flames, because since they have the Bitter Blossom, my 3-1 flyer is not really doing anything anyways. I'm actually hoping they use that removal like that, because then the Fear of Ridicule can maybe get in, even though they have Chandra to flash it back. Oh wait, it's Devoid. They can't, can they? No, they can. It's any instant or sorcery. It doesn't have to be red one.
Say hi to my... Hey, these little guys are great.
Yeah, looking pretty dead. guess I'm going to lead on a Phiomancer then, and probably just cycle off this sensor. Sure. So they get to Lingering Souls with Flashback because they drew the Godless Shrine. I take another 3 this time. I go to 17.
Don't worry. Hey, these little guys are great.
I mean, we have ways to mass kill creatures. It's not like I can't win this game. It's just pretty unlikely. Okay. So we want to leave that on top first, and then we want to bottom it. And that way we guarantee the fear becomes a 4/5, so it doesn't straight up die to the Fanged Flames in the graveyard. They can, of course, just get lost back, but... it is what it is. Oh! They targeted the Fanged Flames. They... oh, I think they just messed up. Shoot, if we can draw, like... what's it called this turn? Ill-timed Explosion, we might have a chance. No, I mean, we do have Time Warp to go for it again. I mean, I think I have to sack the Chandra first. Has to be double blocked. Okay, good. Okay, and that means now I can actually go to their face and steal a creature, because we can Unholy Heat to finish off the Chandra. Falcon Wrath, Aristocrat.
Time to sleep for a week.
This is not bad. They have a lot of tokens, but... there is a chance here. I think I do just kill off one of these tokens as well. Okay. Bitter Blossom's going to put them to 4. Get a Priest. Yeah, we're just going to hold up Gear Hulk plus Lonely End, gain 3 life. Ah, okay. So we're going to have to Gear Hulk, Lonely End, the Apprentice. So that'll put us back to 10. I'm gonna go block, block, take 4. Let's see. They are dead on board. No, they're not. Luris has lifelink, so we need to hit something here. And we hit a play with fire for lethal. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. Crazy. Did not think we were gonna win this one, but I mean, it was their Fanged Flames that they clicked on instead of their Get Lost. I'm pretty sure we would have lost that game otherwise. Okay, good stuff. 5-1-1, let's keep it up. Okay, the gym has been vanquished. Let's continue our run where we're doing pretty well here. This... Well, let's just, again, hope that we're playing against, I guess, a creature-based deck. Is there a good land that Meyer can find? It can grab... No, just mountain if I want to get a red source, but... well, we'll see. Okay, we found the red source, so we don't have to worry about that. So I can go ahead and grab the sewer with that thing. Turn to Psychic Frog, thank the magic gods we have Fell in our deck. Rather, in our hand, even. Especially since the opponent's on the play. Probably the best thing you can be doing on turn 2. It was nice, thank you. Well, back to dead. So I guess, let's see, I have land sorcery in my graveyard. So if I go Prismari, draw 2 and treasure. So that'll be instant sorcery land, instant sorcery land. Wow, maybe I messed up here. I could have dealt 2 damage and made a treasure and then Unholy Heated, but if I hit anything to hit Delirium, I would have just been able to Unholy Heat. That's pretty brutal. Okay. Alright, well, Thieving Aven's gonna hit us. Man, turn 2 Frog, turn 3 Aven on the play is basically the dream in the cube, huh? Suppose it is what it is. Pretty easy game if we were on the play, man. On the play, I would have gone make disappear on the Frog. And then we would have been hit by the Aven as we would have been able to untap and then kill it instead of... I mean, I would have been able to kill it there too, again, if I had shot it and made a treasure, but then I'd have to 2-for-1 myself. I guess maybe that was worth it to have killed the Aven in the first place. They stole my fear of ridicule. Alright. Oh, well, now Damnation's gonna be brutal. Okay. Glad that's all they had then. And that actually gives us Delirium, because the fear goes to my graveyard. That was basically best case scenario for us there. Actually, I can even get our fear back with the Kolaghan's command if I should so choose to. I guess at this point maybe I want to set up for Time Warp Lutri and see if we can find some ways to push more. It's annoying. Okay. Frog or Aven? They're going to get back the Aven. Let's just go Lutri hand pass. Innkeeper's Talent. Okay. They're going to go Fanatic instead of Aven, interestingly. Well, I can heat and lutri as well if I really want to. Okay, if they're gonna go like this though, let's see. Return 2 damage. Rainstorm in response. Okay. I mean, if we can get the Fear of Ridicule online before going for Lutri Time Warp, that would be pretty nice. Urtai resurrected the hit. Not bad. All right. Well, nothing I can do about that. No attack with Fanatic. What does that mean? Oh, right, because they can level up that thing fully now. Right. Well, things are looking rather bleak, aren't they? Oh. However, things might take a turn for us now. Because now we have the shark set up for the Time Warp Lutri, and presumably they're just putting Aven onto the battlefield this turn. I guess I'll go ahead and kill this instead of the Aven. That's fine. I don't want to take too much damage. Obviously, I don't want to kill their Timeless Witness, otherwise they get the value off of that going to the graveyard. Okay, so we just need to draw like one more oomph spell here, and we should be good. So I get 2 turns, I get to animate a 5/5, and that's not bad. I think we want a Restless Reef this turn, though. And we have one more turn after this, remember? So if they block here, they take 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, they're just dead. Boom shakalaka, baby. Clean and easy. And that's what I'm talking about. If you've got Lutri Companion, drafting Time Warp, never a bad play. Okay, 6 and 1. One more. Let's get that trophy. On the draw. Good enough. Let's hope this time our opponent doesn't have a turn 2 frog, though, as I don't have a way to kill that one. This just looks like good blue-black control hand. Maze Mine Tome. Actually, that is pretty annoying for us. And Duelist into Fear into Hope that's good enough. The Goosey Goosey, okay. Well, if I get to untap with our fear still being alive, I think I like my chances. But I'm guessing if they have a removal spell, they're going to be using it on the fear this turn. We'll see. Oh, just a Vorinclex. Okay, we are, I think, absolutely dominating them now. That was insanely good for us. In fact, I could just bounce the Vorinclex if I wanted to. But I guess go for the throat's probably slightly better here. So we hit him for 4. We also fear trigger. And this is going to be a very hard game to lose at this point. Hey, Llanowar Elf's not bad, honestly. Extra mana. Fell. Okay. And well, have to sacrifice the elf here, I guess. That's annoying, but that's not problematic as long as the fear keeps living. Like, if their plan is just to tome or goose here, then it's going to be really hard to lose if I just get to time warp. Oh, stole a Crucius this time. Yikes. And that, I'm guessing, probably does her. Kind of want to just memory here. But I guess we're so far ahead, we just attack. Put Lutri to hand and play out the shark seems rather good. Paradise Druid, not bad. Okay. Oh, I guess I do just discard the Lutri, don't I? Grenzo's good, but I have my ill-timed explosion in hand. I guess they could hit Crabomination or Damnation. Actually, they have a couple of good hits. Yep, they took the Damnation. Okay, good beats. Nice hit by the opponent there. Ooh. Memory's tempting, but now that I've drawn the Treasure Cruise, I guess we don't need to do that, do we? We can first get rid of all the garbage in our graveyard that we don't need for the follow. 3, 4, 5. 6. 7's probably fine. Well, those weren't great, were they? I guess let's just draw 2 cards. Wow. Pretty bad. And then... Man, using the treasures for Ophiomancer is actually a little bit gross, but I think I'm going to do that. I want to get the Reef online, though. I guess I might have accidentally exiled a little bit poorly, because I don't actually have Delirium right now. Yeah, that's awkward. So I might have to mill myself with the Reef. Oh, that gives me Delirium. Okay, that works. So they're going to gain... oh, they forgot to draw in response. Maybe they have a burn spell for the Reef then? Yeah, they missed two life there. They could have activated that prior to Shoulder dying, and they would have gained 2 more. So that was good for us. Oh, they can Emperor my memory away now. Well, actually, they also have their own Grenzo. Okay. Gross. Wow, this game was looking really good for us until they Grenzo'd my damnation. That was one of the things they needed to hit. What stuff do I still have in my library? Crab, Gearhulk, Kolagons, Prismari. They have a lot of good hits. Oh, stupid Grenzo. On the bright side, Grenzo will go away forever here now, right? Okay, them hitting Prismari, I guess, wasn't that bad. I go to 10. Yeah, Chariot's really bad too. Sheesh. Oh, yeah. Grenzo's such a buzzkill. Gotta do it now. Okay, well. That wasn't bad. We've got Lutri with Time Warp. We just need to find a way to kill them. Now, they get first act here, so 7 cards in their hand with whatever, 2, 4, 6, 8 mana. Gonti. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Man, I can almost kill them with Kolagons, Lutri. Kolagons, Lutri into Gearhulk. I just don't have enough mana. Destroy an artifact, 2 damage. Kill an artifact, 2 damage to them. They stole my Make Disappear. Well, if they have a removal spell here, I die. Okay, they didn't. Wait, they only have 2 mana left. This feels like it's probably gonna win. And we're definitely gonna hold open the sensor. Let's see. It doesn't really matter which way I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way I do this. Nice. Woof. All right. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I didn't think this was like a super strong Grixis list, but you know what? We still pulled off the 7-1 quite nicely, even beating a Grenzo triggering on us multiple times. So, good stuff. I mean, Lutri into Time Warp was just game-ending multiple times. Pretty good there. All right, friends, this might be the last of the cubes before we get Foundation, so if it is, that's a good way to send it off. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.